Would you keep going after 10,000 failures? Most people would quit. One man didn't, and he changed the world forever. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you might never see failure the same way again. Imagine a man surrounded by darkness, not just in his workshop, but in the doubts, rejections, and endless failures that others threw at him. His lab was no fancy science hall. It was crowded, messy, chaotic. Broken glass covered the tables, charred filaments piled in corners, and walls stained with smoke from failed experiments. The smell of burnt metal mixed with ink on paper, where he meticulously wrote every single result, failed or not. He tried different materials, he tried different filaments, he tried thousands of combinations, and he failed again and again and again. Most people would have walked away. Most people did. But this man, he kept trying, because he understood something most people never do. Every failure was not a step back, but a step forward. It was a lesson. It told him one more thing that didn't work, which meant he was now one step closer to what might work. Each failure whispered a message. Not this way? Try again. And that made all the difference. One night, after 10,000 times of trials, he tried a new material, a thin bamboo filament from Japan. He placed it carefully inside the glass bulb, created a vacuum, and turned on the current. It glowed, not for minutes, not for hours, but for days. That moment lit up more than a room. It lit up an entire era. It was the moment that changed everything. Not because he succeeded at first try, but because he refused to quit. He has collected thousands of lessons, thousands of clues, and finally those lessons led him to the answer. He didn't just invent a light bulb, he invented a way of thinking, a mindset that saw failure as necessary feedback, not as a sign to quit. Who was this man? Thomas Edison. Yes, the father of the practical light bulb. He once famously said, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I have found 10,000 ways that will not work." For Edison, every misstep was a message from the universe whispering, "Try again. Look deeper. You are getting closer." He didn't fear failure. He welcomed it. He knew it carried the clues he needed to create something the world had never seen. Failure is not the end. It's a lesson. It's your map. It's your next move. So when the darkness comes, when you feel lost, when the world doubts you, good. Now you are getting closer.